Hey, everybody. Welcome to Altered Judgement. You know, the problem with sitting on a bicycle seat is how it sits right between your balls and your butthole. Just one use and it's tainted. Stick around. I want to see how that one came out.
Disclaimer, what you're about to hear may or may not have been influenced by fear. Just friends being friends, talking shit all night. But hold on tight, cause you're in for the ride on Altered Judgement. Altered Judgement. Talking about fast food, hockey, colonoscopy, sipping culture, aliens in the 90s on Altered Judgement.
I love it. All right, guys, we're back.
We are indeed. And as you can see, we have a guest with us. I would argue our first official episode guest of season 2, even though Connor showed up, a little late night fun, but we have Blum in the studio here. Blum, I think this was a long time coming. It was only a matter of time. We're glad to have you. We could fit this in, and we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
For sure.
Shocker, another guy we know through hockey. It's amazing.
Surprise! A decade worth of hockey again.
I was gonna say I've been playing at that rink since 2013, and you guys were both there when I started.
Yep.
So
Yeah, so I feel like that's like the minimum qualifier now. Everybody with hockey is at least 5+ years of being on teams. And well, did you play outdoor at Stony Creek at all?
I did.
That's where
Yeah,
that's where we came from.
That's what, that moved over to there when they reopened that.
First season.
I remember that was crazy too because at least for you have some stuff closer to you, but for me that was definitely close. My options were like going out to Pottstown for 422 if I wanted to.
I had Sportsplex and I would argue NERC. Like I played at both of them, and Sportsplex was kind of our thing, and I'm sad that's gone. But the reason why I ended up at Stony Creek is because it was an outdoor rink. It was outdoor games. The timing was good. It was during the week, and it was just fun. Like I hadn't had an outdoor league like that, so I joined it, and it was a blast. And I think I did 2 seasons there before I think that dissipated, and then everybody came to 309 because 309 had just started doing it, and we all migrated over. That's like how I met Cody and everybody.
And we all kind of intersected at some points playing on teams together, and now now we're all in different teams at the moment.
Different teams, different divisions, different nights.
I still play Joe every season.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sub and I cross paths with Blum, but I've given up I can't do 5 games a day. I gave it up. I got hurt too many times. I'm old.
You're not beer league goalie, man.
I am not #at beer league goalie. I can't do that. More power to you, bud.
Yeah, he lives there. I swear.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite seasons was playing Double Dutch with you guys.
Oh, dude.
It was fun.
That was fun times. That was still, again, I know I've been with certain teams for a decade, but for some reason, those couple seasons with DDR were just upper echelon. You can't recreate that.
It was a good crew. I mean, yeah, and just the way, nobody's doing just the way things kind of came apart with that team because of some stuff that happened. But
I would argue that team for me was like the best way, but it's the right blend of fucked up. We weren't the most talented team on paper by any means, but every player served their role, served their purpose, and did that every single game to where it clicked.
You know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like this young Flyers team
there
right now.
There he goes. I knew it was coming. There's the segue.
I mean, dude, holy shit. Time of recording here, the Flyers are up 3-0, game 4 tonight.
Dude, last time we were recording, we were talking about them making the playoff run by the time we did this, and guess what? They're here, and they're up 3 games to 0. Like that, I didn't see that coming.
Blum, what do you think they're going to do tonight, or are we going back to Pittsburgh?
Who's starting in net? Do we hear if it's Vladar or Harrison?
I didn't hear.
I think that's like a huge factor. I think if Vladar comes in, I think he's going to seal the deal. I think if Harrison comes in, he's a little cold.
I went back and forth with this because you got people posting that Vladar definitely looked like something was wrong towards the end of the game. He got beat up a few times, his hand and stuff. And even when they were like celebrating then, I was like, there's something a little off. So I was glad that he had the couple days. But I went back and forth as a goalie, like, is it enough? I think they have enough momentum that even Harrison and net in that building with all the shit going on.
Yeah.
I don't think you can stop them right now. I really don't. I don't think it matters who's in net. Even if they brought Coley up and just throw him in there. I think they're fine. There's just so much momentum.
The defense has been doing such a good job of blocking shots anyway and like minimizing how much, the goalie's even facing. So you could potentially put Harrison and give Vladar the chance to, because that would be the nice thing. Win tonight and you get a good long break. So
they need it because I would rather, honestly, I'd rather them take the risk on this game. And as much as I would love from the sweep, I would rather them put Harrison in tonight, let Vladar chill a little bit, because last thing you want to do is hurt our goalie going against Carolina. You can't. You can't. Harrison's not going to be able to sneak by, Carolina's just nasty. They just are. They are. They're a juggernaut. So,
And well, I think that's the biggest piece is that like Carolina has the opportunity to sweep tonight as well. So
Yeah.
like if you know that we go in, we have Ladar coming in healthy, we're gonna need him against Carolina.
Absolutely.
I would argue that's best case scenario for both of us to have that break, because if it went, like, let's say Carolina was going to game 7 by some miracle, they come out after that, they have the momentum. But both of us coming in with the same rest, I honestly think we're on an equal playing field. I really do. I know Carolina on paper, I think we have a shot.
I go back and forth on the benefits of sweeping and getting rest versus playing and then going right into it. I feel like it actually is dependent on the round. I think this is the time in the playoffs where you want that break.
Yes.
The early rounds. I would argue as you get, past round 2 somewhere that
You just want to keep going.
you want it to just, all right, let's do this, because everybody, doesn't matter. Everybody comes in like held together with tape and glue for
and
the
as you take that
finals.
break and you start realizing those problems, you look at those injury lists at the end of the Cup finals, like, dude, that guy, how is he standing? Like the Simmons, the one time I was like, is he held together by metal? Like, how is he functioning?
Well, it's ridiculous. Like the injury report that comes out after the playoffs that they say like all these guys are broken bones.
How
like,
many guys are getting surgery like next day? And then on the teams that win, they go still injured, partying, at the parade, and it's like, all right, I guess it's time for me to get this broken bone fixed.
They're like duct taping the cup to the arm so they can hold it up. Like, yeah, guys, we did it.
well, even the gold medal game, Jack Hughes, when he lost his tooth, like he went out there for like weeks with no tooth and was just like, yeah, I'm missing my giblet. Like I'll get it fixed eventually. Like, it is what it is.
it's on my to-do list.
Yeah.
That game was wild too. But yeah, I just don't think there is any chance for Pittsburgh to come back, and maybe they steal again. I don't think they can win the series. There's no way. It would be catastrophic failure.
Al Morganti said it's basically Pittsburgh has one choice. What side of the state do you want to be buried on?
Pretty much. That's such a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it. I expected a split in Pittsburgh. I thought we were going to take one.
Oh, yeah.
But when we took 2 and then we came back home, I was like, no, the way they're playing is just, I don't know, dude. They're just.
Literally the amateurs online, the expert, ESPN, I forget who did the analysis pre-round 1. They posted it. Was like, oh yeah, Vladar's not going to be able to hold them, and the young Flyers team gets easily swept by this veteran Penguins team. I'm like,
he's averaged 2 goals against the game the entire season, more or less, other than a couple weird off games. But he's been phenomenal, and nobody saw that coming either. Journeyman, dude.
Are the Penguins off the series? For sure. But I do think people are not giving the Flyers team enough credit for how much they're actually shutting them down too.
Well, it's that plus like the entire team is showing up. It's not just our star players that are showing up. You have a goal from Ristolainen, you have a goal from Nick Seeler, you have a goal from Garnet Hathaway. Like, let's be honest.
I mean, Garnet could have just blew on that. It would have gone in. That was, he wouldn't have to do anything. But yeah, can you imagine putting bets on those guys, man? You would have cashed in. Put Risto for a goal.
Yeah.
I had to rock Couturier's jersey today because I don't care not putting the puck in. The dude has been playing phenomenal against.
He could have gone both ways with being put to that fourth line and not, maybe being a little butthurt about it. But he's always filled that role he needs to for this team since day one when he came in at like 18.
Yeah, he was always a defense. He was always one pairing up against Crosby and shutting him down.
I mean, if you remember, honestly, in 2012, I think it was in that series that we played them, like Couturier had a hat trick, and that was like his rookie year, second year in the show. So like, the kid has experience playing against this Penguins team.
But they're like what Blum said though, with everybody's contributing, and like there's some people that I think are cold that should be doing a lot more. Like Mishkov, I think should be showing up on the score sheet. Same with Konechny, but they're still doing other stuff that may not be showing up on the scoreboard, and it's enough to just make everything else work.
And I feel like they'll pop. When you and I talked about this, everyone's been saying, "Oh, sit Michkov." If his sophomore slump year was a 20-goal season,
that's peak season for some people. I mean, their entire career, that's peak season for some people. Like, yeah, you should get rid. What are you talking about?
I mean, to be fair, like that's something that I actually said to my brother-in-law when we were talking about Flyers, because he's a huge Flyers fan, got me into hockey to begin with. That third line of Michkov, Barkey, and
it fluctuates sometimes.
Is it Cates sometimes?
Sometimes,
yeah.
But either way, if that's your third line, I'll take it.
Yeah. I think they're probably the only line that's not producing, well, aside from No Cates, but that's No Cates.
But like they're doing those other things that you have to do to make it so everybody has the like. What is happening now would not happen without everybody contributing in some capacity.
Another thing I didn't like, and I get, it was like that penalty he took. It was a dumb penalty where he grabbed, what's his name around. But you know what? Here's what had just happened. Before that sequence was when Vladar was down, hurt. I would at least excuse that he's like, oh crap, I don't want to take any chance that
I agree.
My goalie takes another knock. It wasn't the brightest penalty, but also I saw plenty of other shit being done in front of the opposite net that just got let go. The amazing thing to me are the Pittsburgh fans that are bitching about officiating this series. Are you kidding me? You have gotten so much more the benefit of the doubt.
5 power plays the last 2 games, five each.
It's wild. And yeah, if you listen to the Pittsburgh media side of it, they're spinning it that way. And
Of course they are.
Well, yeah. Oh, no.
Crosby's never embellished his entire career.
I love the montage TikTok or whatever that came out showing like every time he did. And it's like, come on. He knows he does it. That was bad.
I was just getting into the point where I'm like, well, yeah, you know, I still don't like him because he's on the Penguins, but he's getting older, getting a little more mature. And then he pulls that shit. Did Hathaway high stick him? Of course. Yeah. That was the right call.
Yes.
But to go in the fetal position for having the top of your visor like
barely scraped.
barely touched, come on, man.
I mean, that's definitely happened to at least you and I playing roller. Like, you know,
it's probably even worse in our beer league. There's sticks
That's what I'm
just
saying.
flying around.
I actually have like a huge bruise going from like
Oh,
here
yeah.
to here
Dude.
from my last game. I got one from here to here, and I got one from here to here.
You and I play a similar style, that power forward in front of the net and take a lot of
Oh, you
bumps.
get
Oh my
Speed up.
god, dude!
Dude, when we used to play in C or lower C and D, Cody got his teeth knocked out. Bill got his cornea scratched. Like that's beer league hockey. Like just we all got jobs. Like come
Seriously.
on, guys. Nasty.
Let's go. Come on.
But I think they're gonna do it tonight, regardless of who's in net. I think that building's electric. There's just too much going in our favor. I'll be very impressed if the Penguins come out with a W. And if they do, it's gonna be OT. It's not gonna be anything in regulation.
They're on borrowed time right now. I mean, that's exactly.
Well, I was gonna say, regardless though, too, like I want that underdog mentality. Regardless,
same. I agree.
3.8% of even getting to the playoffs, and everyone marked us off being like, Penguins in 4, Penguins in 5, and it's like, you know what?
The perfect marketing.
Keep that mentality going. Like,
Yes.
It
you know,
worked for the Super Bowl. That clip of Jalen where he's walking by and all the predictions, just like Chiefs, like one Eagles. He's just like, then
What
he
do you
just
got?
went to work.
Biz calling it the scumbag hockey. It's like, no, I was saying that as a compliment. You can see the scumbag hockey shirts and hats and
Dude,
stuff. And
Biz goes back and forth all the time. I can't. It's hard to listen to him. It depends where he's at, what he's doing. He's like, I'm all Philly. Shut up, dude. Pick a side.
Yeah.
Pick a side and stay by it.
But yeah, no, we're excited. We'll be watching, and I think it's going to be a good night. As for our episode here, though, and got some fun stuff planned here with Blum. We're going to talk a little bit about Blum's line of work, what he does. I think we got a game plan. I think we also
I got a game I didn't tell anybody about. I think it's going to be great.
and I think
We'll see.
we're planning
sauce.
on doing some hot sauce. God,
We
damn, why do we
have-
do this?
Yeah, well, Blum
excited.
Blum
I'm
requested
excited.
hot sauce, so Mammoth hot sauce. We're gonna try them. I also do have Pickles from Rommadill Pickle Company downstairs. We're gonna try
I'm
them.
excited for that.
So we got some stuff. I think we're gonna take a quick breather. We'll cycle back and we'll get into it.
We'll be right back, guys.
We'll be right back.
A note to the altered universe. We're about to get into a conversation that hits close to home for us. This segment covers sobriety, mental health, and suicide awareness. We believe in keeping things authentic here, but we also want to make sure you're taking care of yourself while you listen. If this isn't the right time for you to hear this, no sweat. Hit the jump to the 49-minute mark where we get back to the next segment of the show. If you or someone you know is struggling, you don't have to carry that weight alone. Reach out to the people who do this professionally. Resources and support include the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, call or text 988, the National Substance Abuse Hotline at 1-844-289-0879, or the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357. All right, guys, we're back here, and I think what we're going to do now, Blum, we want to give you a chance to talk a little bit about your story, what you want to discuss here, and, let the crowd know what you do. So I'm handing it over to you, bud.
Awesome. So currently I'm working at a mental health facility. I'm working with young adolescents dealing with various serious issues, right? They come in for treatment. They stay for a little while. I work with them with my team, and we send them home as long as they're safe and sound.
Nice.
So then, okay, so you guys, well, then, like, do you follow along the way? Like, do you do touch base with them and do check-ins and stuff along the way? It's not like once they're done with you, but you're a resource for them throughout their journey.
Correct. So they're staying inside, so it's inpatient. So they stay inside this facility for, anywhere from a week and a half to a couple months, depending on the severity of what's going on. they work with me as well as their treatment team of social workers, nurses, doctors, and we work together to figure out exactly the best way to suit the child, and then send them home, like I said, to be safe.
So is it varying age ranges?
Yeah, specifically that I work with on my area is 12 to 17.
Oh wow, it's that low.
It's great, it's and you wouldn't be able to speak to this too, but I've been hearing and seeing things. I mean, besides the fact that we've identified in my own son, I have an anxiety disorder. We've identified one in my son. He's already getting weekly therapy for it, and it's been very beneficial. But they're seeing younger and younger these like anxiety, depression, suicidal, ideologies and stuff are appearing in kids that you would not even think they're old enough.
And the scary part is that like that's the adolescent unit that I'm working on.
Yeah.
We do
younger?
have a children's unit where I work. So the children unit caps out at 12 years old. So when they move from when they turn 13, they move on to my unit. Or they move to when they turn from 11 to 12, they move to my unit. So once they turn 12, they're with the adolescents. Anything under 12, the youngest kid there is 5.
Jesus.
So
That's. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that factor into it. And again, just I'm not an expert by any means, but I think part of it would be one where we're understanding these things a lot more as we go on.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff that probably has existed when we were younger too, but a lot of it got written off. Like I was saying in a previous episode, like Ritalin and stuff was like the treatment for everything. Like you were a little off or something seemed different. It's like
throw some pills at
you. But I think we understand these things more. We know that they're out there. We're catching them sooner. We're getting ahead of it. But I would also argue, I mean, just things that are available now, accessibility to media and things like that, social media. And
environment's probably a big factor in the culture in the world today and things that are available to kids, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, I've been doing this. I graduated in 2019 from Penn State, and then I started...
another alum.
Yeah.
Fellow alum here.
It's an ablum.
An ablum. There you go.
We are.
Penn State.
There you go.
And, so I've been doing this for a couple of years now, working in the field. I've always worked with the adolescent population. I found that, that's the one for me that like I can relate to. My adolescence and, my childhood were a little different than a lot of people's. I dealt with a lot of stuff going on. So for me, it's the kids that, I can see myself in that I want to work with. The kids that I can be like, I know that this is really hard right now, but at the end of the day, like you can make this a positive impact in somebody else's life.
I would argue, sorry, go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, and it's awesome, like that based on your experience growing up, that you recognize these things, and now you find a way to like channel that and help kids who are in similar situations that you may have found yourself in. Like there's plenty of people who would let it just get to them, define them, and not come out of it. But you've found a way to not ignore it, not bury it, but make it, rechannel it into, hey, this is how I'm going to help this group of kids.
I was going to say is like you going through similar things, I think builds a level of comfort with the people that you're working with. Cause that was for me, like, I was always hesitant to get involved in therapy and other things like that. But because it's like, they don't know what I've been through. They don't understand this. I'm just spouting off things and they're going through a checklist saying, some robotic retort back. But I believe if there was a comfort level of like, he's been through this, he understands. So now I'm talking to a peer as opposed to a person that maybe feels like they're analyzing me. So the comfort level and being receptive to the treatment and things would be much, much more beneficial with someone who can relate in some capacity, and you build that, that extra level of comfort with it.
It's tough though too, right? Because like I'm in grad school right now. So in my grad program for clinical mental health counseling, because end goal is to, get my LPC, my license to practice, and then, open up my own practice at some point. So
sick.
I'm excited. I have a lot of plans in place. But I'm in the process right now, and I'm dealing with a class that is specific about law. It's specific about all of the different protocols and the things I can and can't do. And
so yeah, kind of like what we did when we dove into this, we had to look at all the little things and all the nuances, and you're like, God, there's like so much stuff that you don't even think about until you dive into it.
Yeah, well, it's that plus the ethics piece of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
And that's huge in the mental health field, right?
Right. Yeah. No, for sure.
There's a lot of things that I'm not going to talk about on the pod, obviously. A lot of confidentiality things, and I'm not going to go into specifics about different things.
Obviously.
But ultimately for me and I've learned so much just doing this. I'm in an accelerated course right now, so I'm halfway through my accelerated course, and rocking a 4.0 somehow.
There you go.
Kudos.
Somehow.
Get the air horn there.
But somehow I'm able to do it, and I'm learning in the process while also working in the field, which really helps. Because when it comes to that stuff, right, the being able to like get the kids to understand, right, that like I do get it. Prior to this job, I worked in family-based, which is an at-home therapy. So like,
so you would go to them?
correct.
Okay.
I would go into their houses, you know, and I would work that for the family for about 8 months.
Okay.
And in that 8 month span, I would have 3 sessions a week minimum. So I would work with
That's
just
a long-term relation. That year.
Yeah.
correct,
Yeah.
building a huge rapport with the family.
Definitely.
You know, and I would work with the kid one-on-one once a week. I would work with my partner, you know, because there's master's level clinicians and there's bachelor's level clinicians. At the current, I was a bachelor's level clinician.
Okay.
So at some point, I would work with the kid one-on-one. I would work with the parents one-on-one, and then we would do a joint family session. And in that span, you know, there was a lot of times that I would talk to the kids and I'd be like, trust me, I get it. Trust me, I get it. And then there's a way to try to explain to the kids that you get it without being like, listen, dude, like, I get it. Like, you know,
I get it.
Like, I've been there.
Yeah.
You know, because I battled suicidal ideations and stuff like that. I battled, you know, self-harm, you know, all the whole nine. You know, I've been through a lot of the things that these kids are going through. You know, it's something that like I said, I can really relate to. And, you know, I'm covered in tattoos from head to toe, basically. Well, not head to toe yet.
Working on it, right?
We're getting there.
We're getting there. But you know, when I show my tattoos, like these kids are like, oh, did it hurt? And I'm thinking to myself how I can explain it to them. And a lot of these kids, like I said, are kids that are self-harming. And
So it's a tough, it's a real
balancing act to be like, yeah, it hurts as a pinch, not to promote to them to be like, go get a tattoo.
Go do it.
Yeah,
right.
right.
No.
But at the same time, also be like, listen, when you are of age, if you're still dealing with stuff, like it is therapeutic for me, right? Like, you know, but at the same time, not to be like, hey, I'm promoting you to go do this. Make a decision at 14 years old to go get this tattooed. Like, don't do that because you're gonna regret it when you're older. So it's a balancing act, and it's tough, right? A lot of the times. But for me, it's mentally draining at times as well, right? Like, you know, there's pros and cons of working in this field. The pros for me are like the success stories, right? Seeing a kid come in, you know, dealing with a lot of stuff, you know, the world weighing on their shoulders and not being able to express themselves and articulate what's going on, to them leaving with a smile on their faces, being like, I can finally go home.
I mean, that's got to be everything. That's big.
That makes sense. Yeah, like I could tell, like, I don't give specifics about my line of work, but people at least now know I'm like public sector, and I've worked with certain populations over, you know, besides that, I had teaching experience in substitute teaching, but then I went into, you know, different agencies, and I've worked with vulnerable populations. And that's a big thing. It's those small payoffs sometimes are few and in between, but they're what keep you going, because the things you see daily at your job, it is heartbreaking.
Yeah, and the biggest piece for me is that, like, you know, over the course of probably, like I said, since 2019, you know, I have a stack, and because I keep all of them, I have like a stack of thank you notes, of like pictures the kids have drawn me, of like, you know, letters before they get like they go home and they discharge, of being like, thank you so much throughout this process. You've been one of my favorite staff here. You've helped me so much. You made an impact in my life. And like, for me, that's like, okay, cool. Like, today was awful for me, but at the same time, like, the gratification of knowing that, like, okay, I did my part.
It's almost like a box of therapy for yourself too. If you're having a tough time and something's weighing down, you can just go pull up that box and just, I mean, that's got to be, I can't even put words to it. Like, that's just got to feel so good to be able to be like, oh, you know what? Doesn't anything this? Look what I did. Look what I.
It's that validation, and it's like I'm making that difference. You know, it's that fuel to keep doing what, you know, doing a job that is
extremely underappreciated,
not easy, but very much needed. And no, that makes sense. And again, like it's just amazing that you were able to turn, you know, the struggles that you had into something, you know, recognize it in other kids and help them, you know, to address it in healthy ways too. And I mean, another thing we're probably going to get into is that I know you wanted to talk about. I mean, people might notice by now, you know, Altered Judgement here. We do like to have a beverage. We're drinking. We got a couple different kind of NA beverages.
Yes.
So
they exist, and they exist in much more than just like when we were, you know, 10, 15 years ago, it was just, a couple choices. They have everything. So you never have to feel pressured into this. Things exist and outlets, and I'm sure Blum can talk to it.
But yeah,
obviously better than we can.
Again, as much as you do and don't want to divulge, like, go into your story on that.
Yeah. So, like you had mentioned, I don't drink. I've been sober for 4 years. I got sober February 26th, 2022.
Dude, I think that needs that's an
applause.
achievement, man. Dude, that's honest to God.
That's big.
That is huge.
And to come out of it and 4 years and being in the field you're in, dealing with it, like I'm trying to think of the words behind it, but you're diving back into the stuff that was you dealt with, and then coming through that on top and leading people through that too, which is wild full circle to me. Like, it's very admirable.
Yeah, I think that, like, for me, getting sober was huge for my career, but also for my personal life, right? So when I was drinking, I didn't have control over it whatsoever. It took complete control over me. So, like, when I was dealing with those hard times or those hard sessions with the kids, like, originally when I first got into the field, because there's a level, right? So, like, you have to be empathetic, because obviously empathy goes a huge, long way. But, like, there's a level of empathy that you need to give. So, like, you can't internalize the kids' struggles and then take them home with you, right? So, obviously, like I said, I've been doing this since 2019, obviously, pandemic.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's even more impressive.
So, I'd be working at home, and, it would be, working all day on the computer, doing Zoom calls, doing what I needed to do through the day. And then as soon as I would hang up the call, it'd be like, I need to have a drink. And, like, that turned into a cycle of, like, a dependence. So it became, for me, positive day, great day, let's celebrate with a drink. Horrible day, awful day, we're having a drink. There was no fluctuation of, like, actually being able to emotionally process what had happened and what I was experiencing and the feelings that I was going through all this process, rather than, okay, let's just get loaded.
Now, if anything we throw out is too far, obviously stop us. But I guess my curiosity is, like, in the moment, like, I'm trying to put my head in the same space, but in the moment where you're going too far, like, is it something where it just happened, you didn't know, or in the moment it's happening, but you can't stop it? You know what I mean? Like, do you acknowledge that? It's hard to, phrase that, but you get what I'm saying? Like,
I do. Yeah. So, like, for me, at least, and I can only talk about my experiences, right? So, like, for me, sometimes I was able to understand, like, okay, like, I need to go to bed, I need to stop drinking. And there was other times that I'd be like, you know what, like, let's throw on an episode of Supernatural and kill this 6-pack of Golden Monkey. And, like, that was just the mindset, right? Like, I'd have one or two and it'd be like, okay, like, we're having a good time, and it's like, okay, but I want to feel something.
yeah,
That's
Right.
I want to get that buzz. And then there's, okay, well, now I have a buzz, but, like, I want a little bit more.
and then it's kind of a vicious cycle because you're consistently building up tolerance. So then obtaining that buzz becomes, it goes from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to where okay.
Yeah.
And then you start maybe with these little rules, like, oh, I'm only going to do it these days. And then, oh, well, you know what? Screw it. Let's
start
let's
trying
do
to
this day too.
rationalize
And
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
to make it. Yeah. That's tough. That's yeah.
Well, there's a lot of, the but ands, right? Like, for me at least. So it'd be like, yeah, I had 6 beers, but, or like, I had 6 beers and then I just went to bed. It was what it was. But, like, a lot of the time it would be like, I had 6 beers and then I Ubered to the bar and had 6 more, or whatever the case was, or vice versa, which is like, I'd be coming home once the pandemic ended. I would be coming home from a day of working and I'd be like, you know what? It's a Thursday. Should I drink today? Thirsty Thursdays. Let's go out. Like, you know what? Well, that would start my weekend, because it would be like Thursday, I'm going to go out. Now I'm going to go out Friday.
I need to start moving
And
that.
exactly. And then it started moving laterally backwards. So it would be like, okay, well, it's Tuesday. Tuesday they have karaoke.
And then
you know what? Monday, you know what? It is what it is. So then it became, I kid you not, every day. So it wasn't just, I'll have a drink on just the weekend. I couldn't do that. It would turn into, moving the bar backwards even
and
further.
then just continually doing that until there was no bar.
Correct. And, that became a struggle in my personal life, but also, like I said, in my professional life, because, it cost me to lose jobs, right? Because, like, I wasn't showing up to work on time. I wasn't, doing the things I needed to be doing. I wasn't filling out my documentation. I wasn't doing the professional things I needed to be doing to excel in a career whatsoever, because I put myself in a position where it was like, this took precedence.
Yeah. And
So
like,
do you want to talk a little bit? And again, you don't have like,
whatever you're
stop us when you
comfortable
don't
with.
want to talk about it. Do you want to talk about that moment? I mean, they say, I don't like saying the term rock bottom all the time, but just that moment where you realize
Sometimes hearing those things does help other people
the
realize
thing that makes you go, shit, it's time to do something about this.
So, funny enough, I had left Lansdale, where I grew up in Lansdale. I've lived in Lansdale my entire life. Back in Lansdale, but I'd moved out of Lansdale for a little while and was living with Hirsch.
Yeah.
You guys know who he is. Great guy. You know, one of my close friends. I've known him since high school. You know, we all play hockey with him, and no, we were living together. And you know, I had lost my job. We had moved in to Westchester. We found a nice apartment. We were living there.
Yeah, I remember when all that was going on.
all that. Yeah.
We had moved in and we were there for 2 weeks. And within 2 weeks, you know, I had spiraled into, you know, bad behavior, and you know, I had messed up documentation at my job, and they were like, yeah, like this is serious because it's serious.
Yeah.
And they were like, we gotta let you go. And I was like, okay. And of course, in the moment, I'm like, I just moved.
Just took on this new.
I have a rent to be paying for that. You know, I can't have my roommate take on. Like, he's gonna hate me. All this stuff. And like, you know, I asked my parents for a handout, and I remember exactly when it happened. I was like, okay, this is only gonna happen once. You know, we're gonna get through this. And I remember specifically paying my rent for the month, and they gave me more money than they needed to give me. Well, what else is the money going to go towards other than booze, right? So it turned into me drinking while being unemployed and not having any income. So, you know, my friend would come home from work 3 in the afternoon, and I'd be bombed on the couch. And he came in the one day and was like, dude, you got to figure this thing out. Like, you really got to figure it out. And I'm like, I got this. Like, you know, I can control all of this. I obviously couldn't, but you know, in the mindset, I was like, I got this. So he's like, okay, we'll figure it out, or I can take on, you know, the rent by myself, and you can go back home and figure it out. And I'm like, we're good. I moved on to trying other stuff. You know, I tried edibles and other things, and you know, tried to move away from, you know, alcohol and move to cannabis for a little bit to be like, you know, let's try this. Did not work at all. Did not work at all for me. Did the opposite effect. So like right back then, I was just right back. And in that February, I remember, you know, some big things happened for me. My dog had passed away, and like, you know, that was obviously a huge hit. And then a couple weeks after that, my uncle had passed away. And, you know, my uncle and I, you know, were very close. Like, he was probably, you know, one of my favorite family members. You know, he helped me build a treehouse when I was a kid. Like, we had I can go on for stories for hours. But, you know, he passes away the night before his funeral. I decided to go out to the bar, and I get a little too drunk, and I, you know, go to the funeral, and I'm hungover. And I remember being in the funeral, not being able to cry and not being able to express myself
Just
at all.
numb.
Just absolutely just out of it, right? And like not feeling anything. And, you know, a couple guys start going into the podium for the eulogy, and they start talking about how they're sober men and they're in recovery and things of that nature, and like how my uncle had pushed them to get into recovery, and how he had provided them shelter and jobs and this and that, and like named like so many things, and he ended up having like 33 years sober before he passed.
Damn,
that's awesome.
And in the meantime of hearing all of this stuff, I'm processing in my brain, finally understanding that, like, okay, what's the difference between him and I? Because I went to school for this degree to be able to help other people and make these changes in other people's lives. I'm not doing that. I'm not feeling fulfilled. So what's happening here? And why is he able to do it when he's, you know, a glass maker and, you know, a molder to make windows and fixtures and, you know, mirrors and stuff like that? Why is he able to do it, but I can't? And I finally understood it was because, you know, he was sober and I wasn't at the time.
That was the switch.
It was the huge epiphany moment. And, you know, I decided, you know, that night, and this is the biggest piece for me that like really clicked in my brain, was that like that night I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out to the bar. I'm going to have a cheesesteak, and I'm going to watch the Sixers game. And I remember going, having a cheesesteak and starting to watch the Sixers. And I'm like, you know what would be really good with this cheesesteak? An IPA. So I have one IPA. Well, by the end of the night, I'm loaded. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Like, I need to stop. And I remember pushing my beer glass at the end of the night towards the bartender and just being like, you know, don't let me back in. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, give me a 30-day ban. I need 30 days away from this place. And she was like, are you sure? And I said, yes. And I looked at both the bouncers. I said, if you see me coming towards this bar, don't let me in. And they're like, okay. And I just pushed, you know, I stopped going into that place for 30 days. And in that 30-day span, I started going to different recovery meetings in different areas and just try different things to see what would work and what stuck. And then I found what stuck. And like, you know, the next day I was like, you know what, like thinking about it. And in that time span, you know, of course my roommate, he's a normal person.
Yeah.
He can drink normally. So there's still alcohol in the house. And, you know, he had enough respect for me to ask me, you know, do you want me to get rid of it?
Like try to accommodate what would help you the best in your journey at that point.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, what it ended up taking was, you know, I was like, no, dude, you're good. Like, you're fine. As long as I'm not putting it in my body, you can do whatever you want. And I stand like very clear to that to this day. Like, I'm really appreciative of both of you to actually partake in drinking NAs.
Support any way possible.
And you know what, to be honest too, there's other reasons besides recovery to enjoy these things.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you know, there are people who, for health reasons, you know, not related to addiction, but like they shouldn't be having alcohol anymore, but you love that beer, you love that. And you're like, you know, I still want that. It's still like that experience. I still got the beer in front of me, can enjoy it with the game, but I don't have the alcohol that I'm taking.
Like some of the stuff you touched on in your story about the social pressures too. So like you're going out, like you said, you sat there and your goal was to sit there and eat that cheesesteak and watch that game. But then it's like everybody around me's got a beer and you want to be part of that. And that's kind of the other reason why we wanted to do this too, because we honestly didn't know how many options exist now. And like that pressure is a big thing that makes people bounce back into it. But there was a full grocery style aisle on both sides of different variations of this, like even the craft stuff, the stuff that everybody's big now. Like there are so many options out there. If you want an alternative to not feel pressured, there's so much more out there than there was, 10 years ago. So those options exist. And even like Free Will, where we were at for his comedy, they have non-alcoholic.
They have options there too.
They have non-alcoholic options there, and a lot of people are doing that now. So it's definitely the social pressure is getting weighed off. But I think the other thing you touched on too, which resonated with me, I've dealt with certain demons too, not necessarily in the alcohol space, but other substances and things like that. But the common thread between myself and then other people that have gone through the same things is almost like one thing happens and everything piles on. It feels like every story is like the same thing. It's like, I lost my job and then this happened. And like, just when you get like that arm up to, climb out, something just knocks you back down. And it feels like every time I've talked to somebody that's gone through it or myself, it was like that kind of thing. And it is not easy. There's so much working against you. It's tough.
And we were really happy to have you here and tell your story, because we also talked about it with other guests. And just between each other, it seems like a common theme. I too dealt with my, anxiety disorder. I realized through therapy, looking back, that I actually did have suicidal ideation when I was a teenager. I maybe didn't call it that, or I would think, oh, didn't everybody have this thought, like something bad happened and you want to hurt yourself? I thought it was just normal, like, oh, I'm a little down. And then like through therapy, no, actually it was a way of process, besides having the anxiety, having issues with, self-confidence and how I view myself. And, a lot of my anxiety condition is very much around, fear of death, mortality. And my biggest issue with it was the catastrophizing. Like the one little thing goes wrong and all of a sudden I'm following a step where a minute later I'm dead, like in my mind, because this happened and this happened and this happened. And it's just, the only way to deal with this problem with mental health that people have is to be open about it. That was the thing that it took me a while, because I very much felt like, I'm weird. Am I weak because I can't just do this on my own? The stigma around it. And the minute that you accept it and like start doing what you have to do and start the process, it's amazing.
I would argue
it's like a literal weight off your shoulders.
Absolutely.
I would argue a lot is generational too. Like if you look at our parents, it was a big statement. It's like, no, you just suck it up. Like that was always the mentality. And like, as you look, as generations progress and like we're having our kids, we're bringing up our kids differently. And like you said, they're catching these things much younger, but you go back to when we were little, it was like, nah, what are you crying for? Go figure it out, or suck it up, or get over it. Or it was always like, bottle that up. Like that was always, that was literally said.
And a lot of that was very good parents that were like, I'm trying to prepare you for the world. And like, I don't, and that's what
well, it's because they were raised that way. So they're just echoing that. And I think like we talked about this in different topics of things, but I think our generation of parents, and you're in the same realm. I don't know how to word it, but you're in the same realm as us, and you can kind of speak these things too. But like, we're raising them different.
Yeah.
because we see these things were wrong and acknowledge it, and we're not faulting our parents or their parents.
Not
it's
at
just
all.
how it was.
Yeah.
But someone has to make that shift, and you are starting to see it. Like that stigma is like you're saying, it's not as
Yeah, it's not that our generation's parents were all like, oh, they're hard. No, it's just it's what we knew and didn't know, and they were very loving and caring and doing things the way that was thought to be the best to do. It's just as society, we're learning different things now. We're learning about earlier interventions with mental health to the benefit of individuals and overall society.
But you can also see society, and depending on which sides of it you're watching or things, they're blaming mental health for issues. Like they're making that the stigma around major problems. Like, well, this person did this because they have mental issues. And then you create this other stigma. So it's out there, but I think we're
Exactly.
getting better, a lot better. And I think it's trending in the right direction. And I feel like it's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Well, I like how you guys just brought up like the generational piece, right? Because like addiction specifically is it's a family disease, and they say that all the time. Addiction is a family disease. Addiction ran rapid through my family, right? Like cousins, uncles, my dad. We've all battled our own demons, like yeah, you would put it, and without going into their stories, because that's not my place to do any of that. But like, they all battled their own demons, and they all had to deal with the same things. And I remember growing up, in my experimental phase of just having a beer or having a shot of this. Like I started drinking when I was really young. I had my first sip of alcohol when I was 6 years old, 6 or 7 somewhere, 6, 7.
Don't you dare.
But no, I tried it when I was a young kid, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the taste. I didn't like the burn. I didn't like anything like that. And but then as I got older and started experimenting, especially in middle school and the high school area, my dad caught me smoking, doing all this stuff, and he would warn me and be like, this thing runs in the family, right? And I'm like, yeah, but it's not me. Like, I am uniquely different than all of you. I am special. I am not gonna get the bug that you guys all got, and it hit me like a truck. And this is coming from someone that was hit by a truck. So
It's literal. He understands.
Literal and figurative.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's it's wild. And like I had a weird experience. So like I was adopted. So when I was 18, I got paperwork, like whatever medical history they had. So I don't necessarily know those family demons. So it's not something I acknowledged till I got older. And then when things started happening and I went through the stuff I went through, I look back, I was like, I had no clue, like no indicator. Maybe if I had known some of the stuff, I might have been a little more hesitant to be around these things or do these things. So it was like kind of a guesswork thing, but it truly is. It'll get you. If it's there, it's going to come up, and you got to be aware of it and be cautious, because it can just.
Well, that's the thing too. Like you guys had brought up, like identifying all that stuff early and making sure you're getting the help you need early. Like for me, it was like I was getting the help that I needed in specific areas. So it was like, okay, like now I don't want to die, but like I'm gonna go do this for fun. And then it became like, for me, I worded as this. Alcohol was the problem to my solutions. It became the problem, and I had no solution. So for me, it was like alcohol was my solution. So like I would go to it and be like, you know what, like I said, I had a bad day, we're gonna drink
Beer.
If I have
Good day, beer.
Exactly. And then it became the problem, and I had zero solution of being able to figure it out until I was able to figure it out. And like my life has done a complete 180 in the last 4 years.
Like, I'll be honest, after you brought it up, like when I knew the timeline when we talked about this stuff, post game after you become sober, I wouldn't have known. Like when you talked about the timeline, like, dude, we were interacting.
I said the
like,
same
I had
thing.
no clue.
Yeah.
And like, that's a tough spot to be in too, because if you don't know, how do you, like, I had no clue. I
Yeah.
was like, what do you mean? And that's wild to me.
Well, that's the thing, and it still happens to this day. We played beer league hocky, so it happens to this day where, like, luckily a lot of the guys at the rink do know at this point that I'm sober.
Yeah.
But I still have guys that I play against that, after a game they'll be like, "Yo, you want a beer?" And I'll explain to them and be like, "No, I'm sober." And I was playing against a couple guys, not this past week, but the week prior, and the game had ended, and we hung out in the locker room, done whatever, and everyone was getting ready to leave, and I saw a couple guys on the other team outside, and I was like, I'm going to talk to them about a good game. I slashed the one kid in the leg because I got really mad.
Classic Blum.
Yeah. So I slashed the one kid.
Yeah, I never do that.
Yeah. Right behind the ankle, and he was like, dude, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm kind of an ass for that. But I went to apologize and be like, sorry, dude, heat of the moment, I was really mad, and I kind of took it out on you, my bad. And he was like, no problem, dude, you want a beer? And like, it processed in his head like 2 seconds. It was like, you want a beer? And he was like, wait, you're sober? And I was like, I am. And he was like, never mind. And I was like, nah, I appreciate you recognizing that.
That's
though.
a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, for me it is, because it's like, although I can, go where any free man can at this point, right? Because I have the experience, I have, a good spiritual backing, I have a good emotional backing at this point, and I'm able to do the things that I can do. I just try not to put myself in those positions. It's nice that the guys that do understand, that are like, you can hang out and do this. Like I play, with the Ducks, and the guys on the Ducks, they bring me non-alcoholic beers, right? And I'm not the only guy on the team that doesn't drink, so it's nice. So like they'll bring NAs, and the one guy gave me a case of what was it, Heineken Zero, and was like, "Here, dude, like I just wanted you to be a part of, and it's like, dude, I appreciate that,
The right people around you, like you need that, as well.
And they're super supportive, and that's the community I based around myself in right now is super supportive of my sobriety.
Oh man, I mean, dude, you're doing phenomenal things. The 4 years, like you said, that's an amazing achievement. You're back to doing what you wanted to do for a living and progressing in your education to do more with it. But I mean, dude, it's just awesome, and we're so happy for you, and we're glad that you got to come.
We appreciate you
here and
sharing
tell
it
your
with
story.
us. I would say to kind of sum it all up. Now, if some of this stuff that people are listening to now kind of rings true, or you're seeing things like you're more in the field, what would you advise? Where could they reach out? What things would be best to pursue? If you're uncomfortable or don't know where to look, like what is resource wise, what's the best path?
I mean, there's a lot of different areas, right? Like, you can get checked out by your doctor and, talk to a mental health provider and decide.
And they'll point you in the right direction.
If they decide, like I said, I'm not an expert on a lot of these things. For me, it was, a coin toss where my family knew what to do. And I kind of had an idea because I had watched my family members go through the same situation. So for me, it was like following the footsteps, see what happens. And I know I came across the thing that worked for me. But I want to highlight that, like, what works for me isn't going to work for everybody else, right? Like,
but there's plenty of options out there.
There is plenty of options out there, whether it be, recovery meetings, whether it be, going inpatient, whether it be a partial, whether it be, an IOP, which is a partial, but, it's intensive. Whatever it is, like, that you feel you need to do, depending on your severity, like, your doctor will tell you at some point, hey, you have, two options, either keep drinking and you're going to die, or stop drinking and you have a chance to live.
I feel like the thing that resonated most through me throughout the entire things and conversations we had with you is that the key thing that always popped up, it was people and the right people, or being around the right people. And like, sometimes it is a very tough position to, admit to those demons and reach out. But, it sounds like that's the overarching theme, though. People pull you out of it, like whether it's those meetings or a friend or somebody just being around and bringing that up, like just be comfortable being uncomfortable. And that might be the first step. That might be the thing that leads you to wherever you need to go.
Well, that's the thing. Like, like I said, I have a beautiful life today. My life is absolutely incredible. Not only school and not only, still playing hockey, great job, really happy, beautiful relationship with my family. I get to be part of my nephew's life, and like that's something that I don't take for granted whatsoever. And then obviously my girlfriend, I get to help her raise her son, and like that's something to me that means the world. And that's something I never thought I was going to do, by the way. Take on.
Here you are.
You're here doing it, man.
Yeah, taking it on, like, helping someone raise, a child that's not biologically mine, but at the same time, like,
feels like it's yours.
Absolutely. I mean, we could talk about that a little bit more too. Like,
we'll definitely dive into that stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Then, but as far as the recovery piece goes, like I said, just get whatever help and resources you can. It's so unfortunate today that, like, living close to the Philadelphia area, we can, talk about K&A, Kensington and Allegheny all day long, and like how rapid addiction has like taken out so many thousands of lives in the city of Philadelphia. I wish there was more support and there was more help, but like, the city doesn't seem, and this is just the truth, the city doesn't seem to have a solution, right? Like, they try different areas, and, but the crux of it is, and the end all be all is that, like, until you want the help, until you decide, like, I need to figure this out, like, I need to get my life back on track, it's nothing you do is gonna
and that's
stick.
something that a blanket solution isn't going to fix. They can try as many things, but like you said, if you just get out of it and go right back to it, then
if you don't want it, you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
But I feel like that might be a natural stopping point. We're going to take a breather. We're going to come back. We got some more stuff and plenty more to talk about, but I appreciate you opening up about all that and sharing that all with us. And I'm sure it resonated with somebody else out there listening. That means the world too.
Absolutely. We'll be right back, guys.
Yeah, but after that, I guess the only logical thing is we are back, and sticking with our backyard buzz, supporting local. We have a couple things on the docket here. Blum wanted hot sauce, so we went out and got some hot sauce.
He wants hot sauce. He gets hot sauce.
He got hot sauce, and outside of these three amazing local ones we're going to try, we got a nice sweet little surprise for Blum in a little bit that we'll unveil. But these are from Mammoth Hot Sauce. I got these from Steve. Mammoth Hot Sauce is up in Willow Grove. They have some amazing flavors. Right up there, we got Whiz Wit is one of them. That's their award-winning one. It was designed specifically to be popped on cheesesteaks.
I'm excited for that one.
Fortunately, we don't have a cheesesteak, but we're just going to try with the sweet, epically large box of sampling spoons that I got because, why not order 1,000 instead of 100? Anyway, so we'll get full flavor on that. I think it's the best way to do hot sauce. Like, just try them straight up. We were usually doing with a chip, but I think you lose some flavor in that. So we got Whiz Wit up there. I believe the other ones, he did give me a specific order to try them in. And so Whiz Wit first, St. Malo, and then Mad Jupiter. Okay. Mad Jupiter is the hottest. So, Blum's looking forward to that one. So we'll work our way through progressively. And I think we just, crack it open. We'll take turns dumping on the spoon, give it a try, and talk about whatever we talk about in between. And then we'll work our way over to Rommadill Pickles. Jay from Rommadill Pickles hooked us up with 3 different flavors of pickles. We got hot honey. I believe there's a horseradish, and then just regular old hot pickles. Jay was also just on Positively Philly. So hop on their website, check out that clip. He shared some of his, he doesn't just do pickles. I mean, they do pickle sandwiches. He's trying all sorts of crazy stuff. I saw Bang Bang hot pickles, which sounds amazing.
That does sound amazing.
Jay was originally a distributor and then realized he wanted to make his own, and here they are. They have a shop up in Wildwood. He's around here, but they do have a shop up in Wildwood. That's where you can get all the sandwiches and all the crazy stuff. So if you're up at the shore, hop on over and check him out because this is only just a little bit of what he does.
I'm
and there's
sitting
some
right
crazy
by this
stuff.
thing, and the aroma is just amazing. So I know we mentioned the hot sauce. What do you think you would do? The pickles maybe than the hot sauce?
I think we should do the pickles and hot sauce.
Pickles
Thank you
and
for
the hot
catching
sauce,
me
yeah.
because
No, it's all right.
No, you're right. So I think we should do
Teamwork
pickles.
makes the dream work.
It does because we want to be able to have our palates as intact as possible as we work our way through this journey to give an honest
All
opinion.
right. So do you just want to start here? What's this one? The hot honey?
That's the hottest.
That
I don't know if we should do.
Oh, do you want to go this way?
Let's go left
Okay.
to right.
So this I'm just gonna pass them around rather than
Take a nice chug of that juice.
handling everyone's. You're taking 1 or 2.
I mean, I feel like 2's logical because I'm going
That's
to take
what
a
I'm gonna
first
do.
one and I'm going to want to revisit it.
Well, I'm gonna hand it to you.
Yeah. We got a good rotation, pickle
All right.
rotation.
Do you want me
there.
to start while you guys are getting?
Yeah,
yours?
might as well because then that gives there's no dead air.
All right, the hot
Free.
pickles. Here we go.
Get in there, but don't share your feelings yet.
Take one more.
Blum's like, yeah, dude, fucking give me them. I gotta be very careful. I got the protection plan, but I'm not dipping pickles on here. We got a whole day left.
Sorry, I can't hide deliciousness, man.
Oh yeah, let it rip, dude.
That is good.
These are just the regular hot pickles.
Yep.
Got a good crunch to them too.
That's the other thing
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say they're known for. Like that's the biggest thing everyone says, the crunch. Let's see if we can.
And you're getting
Oh,
some,
shit.
there's a little bit of heat. All right. You're getting the AJ ASMR here too.
Dude, goddamn, that's delicious. Hold
Definitely glad I took 2.
on. Oh shit.
I love it.
These are really good.
Yeah, they're hot, but they're not like.
No, it's not overbearing to the point where you wouldn't taste anything else. These would be great on literally like any sandwich.
Yeah, this would be the perfect sandwich topper.
I grabbed 3 because I'm fucking glutton.
Hey, whatever. I'm just popping a hole in my mouth.
Dude. This is a segment my wife hates the least, or the most. Sorry, because all yours.
Both your wife and my wife have the what's it called when you can't stand the sound. of
There's
chewing.
like an actual term for it. It's
Maybe we'll have you pop it up with your magic post production.
Oh, dude, I'll bump just the pickle crunch. Like,
Oh,
I love
you
it.
have probably heard the squirt of the juice over there.
All right. Well, while you're finishing up, I think we're gonna move on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And this one was the sweet horseradish. This is what we were saying would be great on a roast beef sandwich.
You got the lid for
Absolutely.
that? You want to toss me the lid? I'll keep them over here until we come back.
Yeah, here you
or
go.
actually, I'll pop the lid on and I'll hand it back.
Here's a lid.
Because my luck,
Well,
I will.
Here you go.
My luck, I'll knock that down the stairs, bombs away, and hit my toddler while she's coming up the stairs with a thing of pickles.
All right. So as they pass around, I'm gonna get started. Horseradish. Let's see.
I love me some horseradish.
Oh, yo.
Trade.
oh my
I can
god, that,
smell that.
smells like horseradish.
These are hefty. We're getting some arm strength here, boys.
You know what's great? It's not just the horseradish that's sold. The sweet.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Oh, the sweet comes through.
All right, we're getting in there. Oh god, I got pickle juice in my pants.
Oh yeah, dude, perfect on a roast beef sandwich.
Oh, dude,
Oh yeah.
dude,
Hell
that
yeah.
is exactly what that. The sweet is awesome. You literally taste like you just took a little spoonful of horseradish, but like opposed to a horseradish spoonful where that is aggressive as hell.
Goes right up your nose. Yeah.
It still gets that little like horseradish nostril thing going, but it's just enough that it is not
Yep. Got one more here.
Thankfully, you guys can't see below the waist because my left leg is entirely pickle juice right now. I fucked up. Smell like this the rest of the day.
Were you trying to close it?
Your pickles shot juice all over your pants. That's
Joke's on you guys. I just enjoyed that first one so much that it's just. Hold on, I got another.
There's the lid.
That is literally like roast beef sandwich. Honestly, that'd be sick on a cheesesteak.
Oh, that would. You know what? That would go well on a cheesesteak. Honey hot pickles. All right, this one I'm excited for. This looks really good.
Jay, these have all been phenomenal.
I love honey hot in general, whether it be on my pizza, whether it be on my chicken sandwiches.
Wings are a popular one too.
I know it started trending, but I'm very glad it did. Like I enjoy it on everything. Like it's so good. Pizza, you get a good like nice pizza with that thrown on there, like a nice cup
Here we
pepperoni.
go. All right, honey hot.
This one has so much pepper.
Dude, yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
The one
Dude.
the one I grabbed, like it's straight pepper.
That's my favorite.
I heard very good things about this, so I'm excited. Get in there.
That is a great flavor profile.
Ooh,
That is unreal.
just going by the brine without the pickle. All right, I'm getting in here.
You're gonna love it.
It definitely has a kick to it.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure. But it's not too much.
no, it has. Again, it's for me with stuff like balancing flavors, especially when you throw spice into it. Like I love spice, but I hate when it's just spice, unrelenting with any no redeeming quality. Which we're probably
Oh, you mean what's just coming down the pike?
Yeah, but I'm saying like that's what I liked about the Mammoth hot sauces too. He talked about like the flavors, so I want to bask in that. But same with these pickles, like it's hot, but you get everything else. Like you're not burying it where it's just uncomfortable hot. You don't have a taste and your palate's gone. Like this would elevate. Honestly, can you imagine like they do pickle boat sandwiches too? So they like hollow out the pickle. You could do. They do one with roast beef. Yeah, I think he had it on Positively Philly. I remember that was one of the things he brought, and it was a roast beef sandwich inside a pickle boat. Dude, that would be like a horseradish pickle boat.
Every one of those was perfect though.
Yeah.
Jay, thank you so much for giving us a chance to try those.
Really appreciate it.
Check out their website. If you're down in Wildwood, I believe that's where the storefront is. Go check them out because, goddamn, they're delicious.
I mean, what are we doing down there? We're going for the shore? No, we're going for the pickles.
Going for the damn pickles. All right.
This is not something I would give to a seagull, though.
Actually,
I don't know. If you keep stealing my shit, I might be like, all right, here, buddy.
enjoy this. All right, let's slide the pickles behind the hot sauces.
Oh, boy. Oh, God. All right. So we have a certain order that we're doing this in?
Yeah, here. Let's get the bowls out of the way. By the magic
Well, I don't know. I might want to lean over the bowl.
Puss.
No, I mean like for...
No,
with
I'm
the-
joking, but you're still a puss.
Yeah, I know.
There was an order that these have to go.
I don't know, but
This
here.
is Joe's least favorite thing that has become a tradition.
No, here's
I'm
the thing.
sorry, Joe.
No, I like hot sauces definitely for flavor. I just when they start getting to a point where it's like,
Well,
my tongue hates me.
thankfully, when Steve dropped these off, and they're very well known for the biggest thing with them is like the unique flavors he puts into it, as well as the fact that he balances it.
Was wit first, right?
Whiz-wit first, but yeah,
Shake it up.
He was like, "Don't worry about it. It's our hottest, but you're still gonna get like a flavor bomb." And I was like, "Dude, say less."
Oh, we didn't get this yet.
No, here, toss me the other one. Toss one of us the other ones, and we'll break the seal so we have them ready to go.
For me, though, like the reason I love hot sauce specifically, like anybody that you ask that knows me, like knows that I will drink Tabasco. Like even though that's not hot sauce necessarily.
It's kind of like the A1 of hot sauce. It's like always there when you need them.
Yeah, but like I can drink a bottle of that stuff because I don't know. For me, it's like an endorphin rush.
It's kind of like I always normally have Franks or like generic Franks or
Yeah.
something around.
It's all it's if you're something just needs a little bit, it's just perfect.
All right.
Well, like I said, it's for me, it's an endorphin rush because I don't drink, I don't do anything
So that's
else.
your- yeah,
so
no,
for me,
that-
it's like I love doing this because like it gives me a little rush of endorphins. And I'm
This-
like, all right.
This smells amazing.
this smells like
I'm gonna worry about when I open it.
Here, let me shake
All right.
this one up. 'cause I
Shake
feel
her
like
up.
it's
So
pretty
we're gonna start with the
watery.
whisper. So I'm just gonna pour it and pass.
pass, pour and pass.
All right.
But again,
Oh man, if you think that one smells hot, I don't know.
no, dude, that one. But yeah, I'm very excited to try these. I was looking forward to it, so I'm glad we're going through it.
All right.
It smells straight from the bottle.
I'm trying.
Oh
to,
yeah, that's
The cap is
peppery.
not on tight. I just put it on.
But while we're getting ourselves situated, because we're amateurs at this, Steve, thanks for letting us give these a shot. These are local to Willow Grove, so grab them, try them. We're about to. We'll let you know how we feel. But another local.
These are simultaneous, right? We all do it at the same time,
yes,
probably.
sir. I think that's the way to do it.
All right.
The pickles, yeah. This
Oh,
one,
no, here we go.
This one won multiple awards. This is their, I wouldn't say flagship, but this is the one designed specifically for cheesesteaks. But this one got a couple.
It
awards.
had a good smell. Definitely.
Sorry guys, I'm gonna take forever. No,
No, don't worry about it.
I like these little spoons.
Beans.
Well, that's
I
nice.
thought, you know what I'm probably going to do is as we do each one, I'm going to pass a new one around so as not
Yeah.
to mess with.
All right, we're going for it.
Cheers.
Let's get in there. Oh, dude, I can see why that's perfect for a cheesesteak.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Oh, I like that.
there's a little bit of everything in there. I think the reason why that makes sense for the cheesesteak, it almost tastes like it's got a little, almost like a cheesesteak, but it has like an oniony,
Yep.
Definitely.
oniony jalapeno. Like that is exactly what you would drop on a cheesesteak. Oh, she good.
A little bit of smokiness.
Oh, literally, yeah. So they use cheesy nutritional yeast. So that's where the cheese flavor is coming from. And then there's smoke,
There
like
you
a smoke
go.
flavor to it. So literally that's where that cheese tastes.
I
That's
know
wild.
I know what I'm talking about.
That's wild.
Thank you, sir.
Whiz whip.
Give you two.
Delicious.
Oh, thank you.
Take that friend back over there. Ooh, another spoonie.
Okay, so what's the next one we're supposed to do?
We should be doing
I think it's Saint Malo.
Saint Malo, yeah. Saint Malo, and we're ending with Mad Jupiter, which is the
Gonna hurt.
hottest. Indeed. That one was fantastic.
Give
Like, I'm
this one
still
a
getting like the
smell.
lingering tail flavors of, but like imagine that on a cheesesteak. Like
Ooh.
a nice
That does smell good.
a nice drizzle of that on like a cheesesteak. And that's the thing, like everybody's making them the same now. It's like Cooper Sharp, seeded roll.
But it's funny because, like, as I said, I love Tabasco, but like I love hot sauce to the point where like people think it's weird that I put hot sauce on my cheesesteaks, but I put hot sauce on my
no, dude.
cheesesteaks.
I don't think so.
Our one buddy, Randy from Happy Losers, puts it on his eggs. He put the goddamn
Yeah,
Ghost
I've done
Reaper
that.
on his eggs.
Yeah, I don't put that one on my eggs, but I've done it.
I have a really funny story actually
Let it
about
rip.
A friend of mine. We were at a camping trip, and my other friend had brought a lot of hot sauces for us to try because I love hot sauces, and he had brought this ghost pepper, I think it was. No, it was Carolina Reaper hot sauce, and I'd taken a huge spoonful, and it was vile. But it was like my entire mouth was on fire, but like I handled it well because it wasn't awful. One of our other friends had tried a little bit, but he got it on his hand,
Oh, no.
Oh.
and then
Touched.
he touched.
Oh.
See, for me, I respect the hot sauces that don't go into like the capsaicin realm. That's when you start, like, you get the pepper extract. All you're doing is trying to fucking hurt somebody.
But if you've ever seen someone dumping gallons of water into their pants,
Okay,
They're
I feel,
done that.
I feel a little better. Blum's got his overflowing. You got more than me. I'm doing like little samples,
the
but
fucking child spoon over there.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
let's let it rip, boys.
right.
Cheers.
cheers.
Ooh. Ooh.
I like that.
So the bottle notes, a Louisiana style hot sauce, which you get out the gate. Like you can tell that's a Louisiana style. And then Filipino and Indian flavors. You do get like a little of that,
yeah.
almost like a curry spice.
yes,
That's
exactly what I was thinking.
Absolutely.
That's
So-
exactly what I was thinking.
nailed. Oh, cumin. There it is. Cardamom.
You did what?
Got cumin in my pants when I ate that one. Also nutmeg. But no, that's where it's all coming
Poor
from.
Meg. Sorry.
No, that was good. There's cardamom. It's literally, if you look at the spice list on here, and as described, like that label nails exactly what you expect to taste out of this. Also, that logo is sick.
And I'm gonna put it to you this way. Like it's got a little kick to it, but that's like my realm where I'm like, all right, I'm comfy.
This is your threshold? Well, sorry.
No, I wouldn't
buddy.
say threshold. This is where I'm like, this is good hot sauce. I'm comfy. I don't feel like, oh my God.
Oh,
That's
now-
gonna end.
Well, now we got
He said, "Well,
Mad Jupiter.
It's super fun. What is it? Red Savina, garlic, lime, and hot sauce.
But I love that when you read the description, though, like they're nailing it. Ooh, my glasses are fogging up. It's fucking.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a hot one. Anyway,
Oh God, this. I'm scared.
but like the label, the description. First, the label's sick. The peppers as the Mammoth Tucks is fucking awesome.
oh my God, Joe, come on.
Well, dude, fucking. Do you have hair on your balls or not, bro?
Fuck you guys.
How are you gonna give an accurate taste description if
I
you
can
don't
taste
actually
it just
taste
fine.
Yeah, fucking pussing out over there, dude. Do it for the gram.
Do it
There,
for the
okay.
gram.
Joe's like,
You got that Tums, right, man?
yeah, dude.
Sweet.
Got a lot of antacid down there. Yeah, look at that guy. He gets it.
I know.
Fucking Blum's over there like siphoning the bottle. Oh, dude, it smells amazing. Joe's like, fucking hate you guys. Oh. All right, I can't really cheers because I'm gonna lose her, but
All right.
let's go for it.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, there it is. Right out the gate. Ooh. But it's not, again,
Oh, yep.
it's a heat that I respect because it doesn't feel like it's trying to hurt me. It's got, the flavors are still coming through.
Here's the cap to that guy.
Yeah. Okay, there it is.
It's like a lingering.
Yeah. There. Okay.
But,
I like it.
I mean,
I must have got it further back on my tongue because now
no,
it's
now
like,
I'm getting it. Now it's coming.
all right.
But
The first two, this one tastes good, but
this is outside Joe's comfort zone.
I wouldn't go a lot on that.
No, but it's delicious. But
The first
again,
one, absolutely.
it's another one of those like, give me heat, but give me flavor. If you just give me heat and it's like chemical and uncomfortable, you know what you're trying to do. You're not trying to make
Let's go for some Guinness and A here.
Well, I think that like too, like you said, the uncomfortable chemical heat. Like
Toss these over there.
this one's building, so like it's sitting at the top, like the front of my tongue, but like I can feel it going all the way back.
When you get those chemical like capsaicin ones, as soon as it's off the rip, as soon as it hits your mouth is just like, nope, this was bad, and then it goes numb. But I want to thank obviously Jay from Rommadill Pickles.
Yes.
Everything was delicious. Now I need sandwiches to pop those on. And Steve over at Mammoth Hot Sauce. God damn, are they good?
We might be ordering cheesesteaks later just to use this.
Honestly, the Whiz-Wit, I understand why I got awards, and all of them were a flavor journey. The pickles, the horseradish one. I don't know what was my favorite of the pickles. I think the hot honey.
That's coming for me a little more now on my tongue.
But get out there, guys. Support local. Try some of these things. We'll bring more stuff on the show. And if you ever need recommendations, obviously hit us up. We got you. We know people. But these are all delicious, and thank you for allowing us to try it. And Blum, thank you for being here for this.
Absolutely.
We got another sneaky one coming up, but it's not local. We're going to let that rip in a moment while Joe collects himself. It's going to keep recording, but I want to clean up.
Oh, God.
You're fucked now, dude.
Yo, speaking of local though, I want to shout out Northwell's Finest Tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Beck and Tyler Patch. Incredible work. They both worked at Black Cat.
There you go.
Well, Jeff worked at Black Cat, and Ty apprenticed, and then started working, Northwell's full time.
The wonderful art we're now able to see.
Yes. Whoop. There goes my spoon. But, yeah, they did my full Marvel sleeve. Huge Marvel nerd. And,
Dude, that looks
that's
so
wild.
good.
Yeah. So
It comes through very well in the cameras.
Yeah. So
You're blending into the Philly wall. The top of your tattoo matches the bottom of that poster. To where you're just blending in.
the color fade.
Blum's
Yeah.
arm just disappears.
Yeah, Jeff did this. It was, I think it was over 30 hours that we worked on this sleeve.
Jesus Christ. How many sessions?
We did about 8 sessions between start to finish. So, including touch-up session. A few 5-hour sessions, 8-hour session. We started doing outline. We worked from outline, from forearm up to shoulder, and then
Yeah, because I remember seeing it piece by piece. And then you also have a couple other ones. I remember seeing you got, was it like I may be losing it, but like a flower or sunflower or something was involved? Some sort of flower, a beetle or some crap?
Oh, well, I have all of these on this arm.
That's the flower I was talking about.
Yeah, so on my elbow on this side, I got this one done in Westchester by Ant-Man Tattoos.
Boys.
Out in Westchester. And then I have my entire leg covered in tattoos.
So is it strategic line work color sleeve, or did that just kind of come with the territory as you started getting into it?
I really wanted to do a black and gray sleeve because I really like
Still
black.
can.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
You're getting there, dude.
Yeah, so I really like the black and gray style, and then I went to Jeff, like I said, at Northwell's Finest, and he had done a piece on my leg in black and gray, and me and him were talking, and I was like, I want to get more color. And then, like I said, Ty started working there. He started apprenticing. He needed skin, so it was like, all right, dude, like you're my boy.
I got
skin. I was like, I have some, and you're my guy, so I'm gonna let you.
You're in luck. It's
do
literally
some
all over
work.
my body.
He crushed it.
So he had done my legs, and that's when I started doing color on my legs. So I was like, wait, I have one leg that's all color, one leg that's black and gray. So I was like, I might as well just have one black and gray arm and one color arm. And
I like that some of your black and gray kind of gives off like American traditional vibes without the color palette. Like
Yeah.
it feels
Yeah.
like that. Like I love that style, but it would look terrible on me. But
yeah, I mean, out of my tattoos, aside from my sleeve, because like I absolutely love my sleeve. My favorite tattoo is another one done by Ty. That's my Mighty Ducks tattoo.
nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
I did earlier off camera though. That is his forever movie. Mighty
Yes.
Ducks is Blum's. Like your Home Alone.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Absolutely.
a solid pick.
And like not just the entire like trilogy of Mighty Ducks movies, because all 3 were great, but like that first
But
one
that's
just
that's the
that's how I am with Home Alone though. Like
It just hits home.
Yeah.
Alone. Stupid. Stupid.
You
But-
went for it.
Before we dive into a game that they don't know about and
Oh boy.
a surprise hot sauce, I do want to touch on Blum's shirt, because if we don't touch on Blum's hobby, then his shirt just looks like he's really
Yeah.
obsessed with fish with no context. But it's a tradition. Anytime a guest comes on, we get a shirt and we just evaluate what we think would represent them. And we landed on this because, I mean, you love fishing. You catch some crazy shit. I suck at fishing. I can catch sunnies because they're dumb and just bite a hook.
Yeah, I've been
But-
fishing forever, man.
But I mean, was that something you embraced through your journey of other things and that became like or was that there during the entire thing?
So it was there through the entire thing, actually. So nobody else in my family fishes aside from a few cousins of mine. You know, they're growing up, so they're getting into it a lot more. You know, my one cousin Connor, he's better than I am, and he's middle school, high school kid, and he's incredible. But other than that, like, it started because my grandfather was an avid fisherman, right?
Okay.
So like he was out on the water all the time, you know, catching catfish, catching, bass, catching trout. And I remember exactly how it happened. I had gotten my first fishing rod, which was a purple dinosaur fishing rod.
Oh, dude.
When I was 3 years old. And my grandfather took me out fishing during trout season. So they had just let the trout run. And I didn't understand it at the time because I was 3 years old. And he took me out, and my mom and my grandmom were like, "He's not old enough. Like, he should
You're ripped in by a trout.
He should not be fishing right now."
The trout might win.
And and my grandfather was just telling them, like, "No, like, he's got it.
You gotta start him young.
He's got exactly." And he took me out there, and I threw rocks in the water the entire time.
Well,
and,
your grandfather probably loved that.
and,
Son of a bitch.
he was entertained, and we came back. And my mom and grandmom asked, like, how'd it go? And my grandfather was like, "You guys were right." And like
Nailed it.
And but then, growing up,
You're good.
I had like the woods and the Tomenzin Creek in my backyard.
Okay.
So I started going back there with like just a minnow net, and I would run through the creek and just catch fish and frogs and anything I can get in my net around. And I would catch like just a bucket full of minnows and sunnies and stuff. And like it started there, and then like I would make my own fishing rods because like like I said, nobody in my family liked to fish, so like I made my own fishing rods and would take like a safety pin and bend it a certain way.
Anything works, dude.
And
Yeah.
use like a line, and the same thing would happen. I would catch sunnies and stuff. And then I got a little bit older, and I was like, okay, like I actually really enjoy this. And my older cousin Brian started taking me out a little bit, and then I started getting into my own stuff. And then like now it's like it's my favorite hobby because like I can go out on the water and just zen. And like it was something I was doing when I was still in drinking phase of my life. And I remember I would go out and drink as much as I could and fish and like get frustrated and be like screw it, we're done.
Therapy, basically.
Exactly. And I remember my first trout season where I gotten sober. My buddy Josh, he had brought a case of beer and was like, "Oh, dude, I got this case of beer." And mind you, like we're starting trout day, opening day at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
aggressive start.
And he's like, he brings the 30 rack and he's like, "All right, buddy, like let's get into it like we usually do." And I was like, "Hey, dude," he's like, "You can grab a beer whenever you want." And I was like, "I'm good with my Gatorade."
Like, yeah, we're cool.
And then like as the day kept going, he's like, "Dude, have a fucking beer." And I was like, "No, dude, I'm good. And then like eventually I told him, I was like, "I'm sober." And he was like, "Oh, like a dry January type thing." And I was like, and I said at the time I only had a couple days, and I was like, or about a month. And I was like, something like that. And then, it just stuck. And then now obviously, I still go fishing out with him all the time, and alcohol is never involved. It's, one of those things where
I feel like it's like one of those things like therapeutic. I know it's corny for me, but like lawn mowing, just mowing the lawn is therapeutic. Like I know it sucks and it's work, but like going out there and just cranking on some music and just going through, it's the same general idea. Like sit out there in nature, listen to those sounds, whether you catch something or not, it's just relaxing. It's literally like meditation.
Well,
Yeah.
it's nice because like even though nobody in my family is really involved in it, my dad, he just moved to Florida last year, and
Okay.
like so I went out there over the summer, and my dad had met a guy out there that it was one of his neighbors that works at Bass Pro out there, and he was like, "Hey, my son's gonna come out at some point. Like, what do you want to do here?" And this guy Kevin, he was like, "Hey, I'm gonna help you
Kevin?
out."
Sorry. Home Alone time.
He's like, "I'm gonna help you out," and help my dad pick out all the stuff we needed. And then the entire week and a half that I was down there, probably a week of it, we were out there fishing almost every day, whether we were out in the kayak fishing and out in the mangroves or fishing off the dock or wherever we were off the pier. And it was nice because I got to spend that time with my dad and like fish and
Yeah, like
do
that kind of stuff too. Those interactions with those people, even if you're just talking, you got lines dropped in there. It's It's like, I mean, it's relative.
It's both an
comparable to this.
activity and a socializing, and it's a little bit of everything.
I suck at it, or fish hate me, because I could be out there for hours. I get nothing, and whoever goes with me just kills it. So like, I'm a good luck charm in that regard. But we could have bobbers next to each other, lines next to each other. You'll pull it in. Mine will just be like, nope.
Well, I was pissed because I actually went out for the first time. I haven't got out to trout fish yet. My schedule with work has been so chaotic. I'm leaving right after this to go to work. But yeah, so I work 3:30 to midnight, so it's not conducive to a fishing day. So I got out there this past weekend with my girlfriend Jess, and we went out fishing, and we were out there for a little bit, and she loves to fish too. And we were out there for a little bit, and she caught the first fish, and I was pissed.
God damn it!
I was pissed because like I'm out there, like I'm setting up her a rig and doing all this stuff, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do this, and I cast in the water and I start reeling back, and I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, but I feel like that's your fish.
You're like telling her, now don't be frustrated. This is really hard. You're probably not going to catch a fish.
First.
Oh, there's some on my line. What the fuck?
And it wasn't like it was like a little small guy, because we were out in the New Hampshire area, so it wasn't like a small little fish. Like it was a decent sized perch, and she's reeling it in, and like I had to sit back on it and be like, in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Blum's in like a freshwater stream, and she reels in a bluefin tuna. We're like, fucking, what the fuck?
But at the end of the day, I was also like, oh, good job, babe. Like, I'm really proud of you. I'm really happy for you.
I'm so happy
like,
for you.
Great catch. And then I'm like, and then it starts getting windy, and she's like, I'm gonna go back to the car. And I look at her, I'm like, no, we're not going back to the car.
Not until I get my fish, damn it.
And then like I catch one, and like the addictive personality, I was like, I gotta get another. And
Now,
then,
do you go full circle with it, or you catch and release, or do you take them home, clean them, cook them? Because I feel like I think I've seen you do both.
yeah, so for when we were out this past weekend, we didn't keep anything, but for trout season in Pennsylvania, you're able to keep 5 on a stringer. I love trout to the point where like I will go out, I will catch 5, I'll go home, I'll clean them, I'll do whatever, and then the next day I'll go back out, catch 5. My mom hates it though, because I'm back at my mom's house for a little bit, and her freezer right now is filled with trout from the last 2 seasons that I haven't grilled,
It's
because
like the
like
worst
I said,
freezer when the power goes out. You're like, fuck.
What are we having today? Fish sticks again?
she's like, you need to get rid of these, and I'm like, what? And then like Jess comes over, she's like, do you like trout? And I'm
Blum
like,
comes in with 5 a day. She's like, you have like 50 in the fucking freezer.
That's exactly what she says. She's like, can you stop? And I'm like, yes, I will stop. She's like, when are you gonna grill these? I was like, I don't know when I have time.
You could,
like,
you could do
we'll
other
get
stuff.
there.
You could like smoke them. Can you make like a jerky out of it?
yeah.
Probably
Well, I
could.
made actually a trout dip. That's kind of like it's
So is
almost,
it like okay? I can kind
I'm
of.
going to guess, is there like dill or something in that?
Yes.
Okay.
I felt like that would fit. Yeah.
yes.
some pickles.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like a base of mayo and whip and a bunch of other stuff together, but then you add a bunch of spices and dill, and it turns out really good. Like
That sounds
That actually does sound like it would be pretty
Sounds
damn good.
delicious.
Oh!
No shit. Wait, I'm not on the air horn. That was a fart.
We'll take it. Maybe it's more appropriate.
sometimes it does.
Honestly, soundboard fails are so much funnier. That was a good fart too.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I think only now is a natural segue into the game you guys don't know about. We also have a mystery hot sauce. So we're gonna clean this up real quick, take a breather, come back, and
I'm if we have one more hot sauce, I'm definitely reloading.
it's about to get silly because these guys have no clue what's coming. But it's gonna be fun. I hope it's as fun as I think it's gonna be, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy it too. So we're gonna take a breather. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hey, we're back.
I
I
love
guess
it.
it's so we got 2 things we're gonna knock out before the game. So somebody open those Malort Sucks candies, because as you know,
God.
the tradition on this show is Malort, but Malort is a spirit. But guess what? Malort thankfully makes a candy, which
Are they right here?
yeah, they're right here. Which Blum kind of pointed out is probably going to be worse because at least with the spirit, you swallow that and it's gone. This thing is going to linger because it is a candy.
Did you have to let it
So I feel like we have to make an agreement that if you're gonna call it quits on it, you either got to crunch it or finish it. You can't puss out. You can't spit this out.
Oh,
Got to
spinners-
swallow.
spinners
We're
are
not quitters here at Altered Judgment. We got to swallow this, Jones. It's gonna be.
All right.
It's probably gonna be worse, honestly.
Oh,
They're huge, dude.
All right. So, oh my God, they
write on there. Malort Sucks. I love it.
Also, guys, we entered in the contest to win the giant one, which is about the size of this little Altered Judgment boy here. So if we end up with that, I guess Joe's gonna have to eat
schmutzed
that.
all over the table.
Oh, no.
Dude, they're thick boys.
Jesus Christ.
This
Oh,
is-
it looks like they make. Oh, dude, I'm getting a nice look at this guy. This is the biggest one in there.
Good job.
Oh, they're all varying in size. So looks like they make the ribbon taffy candy and just slice it.
Yeah.
But that's a little aggressive. But well, cheers, gentlemen.
Gingerly touch our tips.
It's gonna suck, isn't it? Well, literally, it's Malort Sucks. Wait. No, here it comes. The flavor's there. Oh, there it is. Oh, no, there it is. It is the same as.
No, it won't go away.
It's worse. It's worse than.
Oh my god.
It's worse than the alcohol.
No.
Blum, I can confirm this is worse than. Oh, my
dude.
god.
Oh god. It gets so intense.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much
I'm
worse.
I'm chewing it.
This is what I would assume a dirty diaper tastes.
Ew, dude, it's horrible when you bite it.
No. Oh, it's stuck in my teeth caps. No, I'm gonna taste this the rest of the show.
This is so much worse.
This is pretty bad, boy.
Ew. Well, can confirm it tastes.
Oh.
It tastes identical. Oh, it lingers. Fuck. Good thing we got this nice, delicious bomb to wash it down with. Welcome to Altered Judgement.
Why do we do this shit?
I gotta.
Oh God! So the actual spirit, it hits you up front with that exact taste, dissipates, and then it comes back. This is relentless. Fuck. Ew. And it's a type of taffy that's stuck. So now it's just there.
I took a sip of this and it washed it away for a minute and it came
No, it's
right
back.
back.
And we're back. Ew. Well, look,
Fuck.
we like to incorporate everybody in all of our activities, and Blum got to try Malort.
Oh.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Ugh.
Thanks, Chicago.
Fuck you, Chicago. You fucking candy sucks too. Well, aptly named Malort Sucks. But I think it's only fitting now if we're just gonna keep
Don't
pummeling.
accidentally go for like a tin of mints in your car and put them in there.
Now it's open. Charlotte's gonna be like, "Oh, candy!" I'm like, "Ooh."
You fucked up, kid.
But now since we're here, if
It's
we're
a perfect Halloween candy, honestly.
Oh
Just that kids never come to your house again.
You have that kid in your neighborhood who's a little asshole. You just want to ruin his night.
you got the house that gives out apples, and then you got the house that gives out Malort Sucks. Here you go, you little dickhead.
Oh god, dude.
Ew, it's still. I got like.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You know what? I'm
just
ready.
sits.
Burn my fucking taste buds. I
All
want
right,
this gone.
so since we're on a gauntlet of palate destruction, ladies and gentlemen, here on Altered Judgment, for those of you who've watched Hot Ones, they obviously have the dab, which is like their end game, but most people have trouble with the bomb. So, you know, us being geniuses, we're like, you know what? Blum likes hot sauce. We want something to fuck up our day. Here we go. So we're going to see if it's hype, if it's really, you know, the actor's really leaning into it, or if this is as bad as they say. And I honestly,
I'm scared.
I think it's going to be as bad as they say.
I'm scared.
Do you have the baby spoons over there? I'll crack this.
I don't know if I
I'm
have.
going to put them on the ground.
Oh wait, I got them.
I can already tell you this. Oh my God, the fucking candy. Fuck.
Like I said, I think this is what a dirty diaper would taste like.
It definitely.
Connor
Oh.
said it's like a dirty shoelace.
Yeah. This candy has a little more diaper essence to it. It's got, because it keeps fucking. Oh God. All right. Well.
Sir. Fuck.
Oh.
Fuck. Why?
So much worse.
This is not my lane at all.
I can already tell you this is going to fucking suck.
Let's go.
Good timing on the music. It sucks. Oh, she thick. Oh.
No! Oh god damn it! I am not putting a lot on here. I don't care. You guys call me as much of a puss as you want.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't think I want to.
You gotta go. You gotta go spoon down too.
Okay. Yeah.
Get as much as you can.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to miss on the experience.
And then
I'm turning the spoon. It's not moving,
guys, I really hope my game lives up to the hype, because this is a really bad way to go out if the game sucks.
dude. Oh, I hate you so much.
Hey, this is partially Blum's fault. Cheers.
No.
Let's get in there. Spoon down.
Spoon down.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's instant.
No.
Yep.
No.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's so much worse.
That's not enjoyable.
No. That was a mistake. That's worse than Dragon's Breath. Oh, that's immediate. Oh, that's not nice. That's not. Cap that shit. Oh, God. Fuck. Okay. Can confirm there's no acting involved. This sucks.
And we only had a little bit. Imagine eating an entire
a whole fucking wing. Oh, it's coming back. That's worse than Dragon's Breath. God damn. Oh.
Dude.
Oh, it's in my nose. It's in my fucking nose.
I'm so glad I prepped this week.
Well, this game's gonna go swimmingly. Oh my god, it comes back worse. How is that happening?
Dude, I can't talk.
That's how.
10 out of 10 do not recommend drinking an IPA right now.
No, it made it worse. It made it worse.
The tip of my tongue now is hitting me in the face.
Oh my god.
I don't like it.
This is a mistake. This was a mistake. This was a big mistake.
You said worse than Dragon's Breath?
Oh, hands down, this is worse than Dragon's Breath. It's still. Oh.
Don't laugh or breathe out.
No, I didn't. That's the problem.
I can't.
Now imagine getting asked a bunch of questions about your life and trying to.
Oh my god.
Please go away.
I'm crying. I should have saved the Guinness. Oh my god, it's
Like, no, can we get water or something?
yeah, go downstairs and get water, bro. There's milk. I think we might need milk. This might be a milk situation.
God.
Now I see why they pan into the hot ones to the people's faces when they're just sitting there, just looking at.
I fucking hate you.
But Sydney Sweeney did this without getting milk, didn't it?
No.
Okay, it sucks. That one's worse than Dragon's Breath. That's a lot worse than Dragon's Breath.
It just
I'm
doesn't
hurt.
go away.
I'm not fucking faking it. I'm hurting.
Warning. This sauce is extremely hot.
No fucking shit.
Keep out of reach of children. We should have read this. Consume 1 drop at a time.
Oh man,
Hold on, there's more.
the endorphin rush is just
Oh,
good.
thanks for this after the fact.
Sorry, I didn't read the bottle, you know. So it's hot. I had to take my glasses off.
I
'cause they're
gotta
foggy.
move. I can't sit still.
Go ahead. It says it's hard to talk. No, they're not faking.
It's the endorphin smile.
We started with hot habanero peppers and blended them with smoky chipotle peppers and natural pepper extract.
And then we had Satan fucking fart on it.
Wait, do I have a fart? That was pretty good. Then we added natural pepper extract to create
Dude,
a
my
sauce.
whole body is hot. My whole body is hot right now.
To create a sauce that was lab tested at 135,600 Scoville units. Wicked beyond belief. Made
It's
in the US.
wicked hardcore.
Made in the U.S. Product of Kansas. Refrigerate after opening. Good to know.
No, throw it the fuck out.
Distributed by Spice and Foods. My water.
I don't care if anyone asks. I'm never doing that one again.
Can you taste the Malort still?
No.
Good point.
Wait, here's my favorite ingredient. Ready? Now, guys, wait for this journey of ingredients. All right, ready? Expected ones. Oh, my nose is running. Habanero peppers, obviously. Habanero salt. No. Chipotle puree. Chipotles. Water, salt, citric acid, water, orange juice concentrate.
Oh, my
Really
God.
taste the orange juice in this.
Got a little hit of Tropicana on that fucking burn. Natural pepper flavoring. It's starting to die.
There's nothing natural
starting
about
to
that.
Die for sure.
My eyes are
Tiny
watering,
bit.
but it's starting to die. I think the burps might help. Tomato paste, potassium sorbate, and sodium benzoate to preserve freshness. Thanks for considering. Oh, fuck. That is way worse than Dragon's Breath. Oh,
What
that
the
was not the move. Fuck. All right.
I have to drink some, but I know it makes it worse.
Well, no, it's definitely going away now.
You definitely need to make wings for the team.
Okay. Well, that was as sold.
I promise you that was not acting.
No, and
That
if you
sucked.
If you don't believe it, hop on the show. Gladly, we have plenty left, and I'll keep it
Oh,
refrigerated.
I'm never doing it again.
Yeah,
I got a
no,
really high spice tolerance, and like that was
not
pretty
nice.
brutal.
That was not nice. It's
pretty
All
brutal.
right, so I think it's about fire burps. So, I mean, I've been hyping up this game. I really hope it's as good as I hope it is. I can barely talk, but I'm gonna get through this because we're on a time
I can
crunch.
feel it in myself. I'm taking the Tums now.
Go
Holy
ahead.
shit.
So,
You know what? Just to be safe at work, throw me one.
You
yeah.
got it. I'm taking 2.
You know
Fuck
what?
that.
Yeah, let's pop some tum-tums. But anyway, I've been teasing this game. It was definitely the move to do this shit and then do this. But anyway, so I had this idea. It was a late night idea, and the game is called For Real or Foreplay. Now bear with me. Here, take these back.
I feel like I'd enjoy
No,
your
that-
pun a little more if I could feel my tongue.
Yeah. So what I did was I had AI find the 20 funniest ranked satire porn titles.
Oh no.
All right. So there's 20 actual ones. And then I myself came up with 20 that are fake.
Oh God.
They're really good fakes. I'm very proud of them. So I'm going to give you the title. You got to decide if it's for real or for play. If it's for play, it's fake. If it's for real, it's real. Not only did I make 20 fake ones, but each movie has its own fact to try and support and convince you that it's real. And the facts are fake on mine, but the facts are real on the real ones.
Oh God.
So now that we're feeling frisky and we got the pepper
We're
under
all
our
hot
belt,
and bothered.
I'm randomly
sweating my hair right now.
I randomly it hurts. I randomly shuffled all these, so they're in no particular order. It's not like it's gonna be true, false, whatever. But
did you want to try to pop the logo up on the screen here? Yeah.
pop something. We're gonna dive into for real or for play.
All
I
right,
think it was
let's
a good
do it.
pun. And these are so good. I'm gonna have trouble reading.
Let me
them.
blow my nose first.
Yeah,
It's starting to finally subside a bit, but
I'm just making sure I'm on the right page with sound. So,
Also, I love my girlfriend. Just getting
oh,
that-
dude, it's titles. We're not talking about. Nobody's seen these.
Blum's pure. He's never seen any of this.
Look, there's only one on the list that I have seen, and it's because it was on Cinemax. So let's be real. Right answer. That's aggressive.
I feel like there should be something more. Like
I got
the right
this.
answer should be like
The right answer is going to be. There's
There
the
you
right
go.
answer. And then we got some music.
Oh,
So we're.
you did it.
That's why you
That's why I did it.
got it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and mostly gentlemen, and ladies that are watching now until they turn it off because this is about to get fucking weird.
This is not up their alley.
I don't know. These are pretty funny.
All right, let's go.
So I'm going to go in no particular order, and we'll rip through as many of these as we can.
Are we both playing? Like we both make a guess?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we both make a guess, and then I'll reveal what it is. So the first one is, Honey, I Blew Everybody. Now, the fact, famous for a growth ray, scene that beat for beat parodies the 1992 Disney sequel. Do you believe that one is for real or for play?
I feel like I saw this joke somewhere, but no, that they were talking about not as a joke. I'm gonna say that's real.
I'll agree. That sounds pretty real.
That is, in fact, a real porn. Honey,
we
I
go.
Blew Everybody is real.
Do we got the? Hey, you got it. There you go. Are we keeping score anywhere?
Yeah, somebody can. We got 1 and 1. I think we can count along.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I'm reading these ahead and I'm laughing because I'm a fucking child. The next one, George of the Bunghole. The fact, this was a 1997 Gonzo release starring Brendan Fraser lookalike. It was shot entirely on a green screen in San Fernando warehouse. Is this for real or for play?
Blum, I'll let you go first.
George of the Bunghole. Watch out for that ass.
You said he looks like Brandon Fraser.
Hey, the person they hired to play the actor looked like Brendan Fraser. He was a pretty good spot on lookalike.
I'm gonna say real.
Think it's real?
I was feeling real too.
Unfortunately, guys, I made that one up.
Oh, that was convincing.
Well, that's why I asked. I should have went with my gut because he's not really a good-looking dude.
Oh, dude, Brendan Fraser was ripped in George's Jungle. What are you talking about?
And the Mummy, I feel like
And the Mummy, dude.
the ladies like
more like
him
the
there.
Cummy, am I right? But
Is that one of them?
No, I wish. Now, number 3. The Bicurious Case of Benjamin's Butthole.
Of Benjamin's butthole.
The fact about this one, a 2009 parody infamous for having a strangely high cinematography budget and winning Best Parody at the AVNs. Again, these facts could be fake, real. Everything could be lies. You don't know. It's for real
I'll
or
let you
for
take
play.
it, Joe.
I'm sticking with real.
I'm gonna go fake on this one.
Unfortunately, it is real. Joe got it right. The Bicurious Case of Benjamin's Butthole is a real 2009 parody.
That's about an old man that turns into a child. So
Yeah, I'm sure it gets silly. And I mean, hey, AI gave me these, so you know it's true. Mine are definitely fake. And AI confirmed that they're not.
So 2-1. All right.
2-1. Number 4.
Joe knows his porn.
You know?
Expert.
No, I don't. Lucky guess.
Cockspert. This one. Sorry. How to splooge a guy in 10 days. This was a Kate Hudson spoof from 2004. The lead actress actually had to write a fake column for a magazine called Comblo as part of the plot. Is this for real or for play?
I'm going for play.
What do you think, Joe?
For real.
Unfortunately, Joe, you're incorrect. I made that one
All
up.
right.
Well done. So what's we're tied?
Yeah.
It's a tie game.
2-2.
Oh, you're going to like this one, Blum. So number 5, The Mighty Cucks. This one is a 90s classic that actually rented an ice rink in Minnesota for 3 nights to film a championship scene. Is it for real or for play?
That one's for play.
Think that's for play? I told you these are tough. I made some good ones, boys. Blum's torn here. It's like messing with his childhood, too.
You know,
Yeah, I
you're
know.
fucking with him.
Charlie Conway, is that what it is? Adam Wanks.
I'm gonna go real.
Unfortunately, I made that one up. It's for play.
Ah, 3-2.
On to, this game is
So horribly great.
on to the next one, gentlemen. Edward Penis Hands. The fact, it is a 1991 cult classic. The lead actor wears massive floppy prosthetic dildo fingers. It is widely considered a masterpiece of the genre. For real or for play?
I think it's your turn, right?
For real.
I'm unfortunate to know that for sure that's for real. I've heard of it.
It is, in fact, for real. It is a real thing. Edward Penis Hands is out there.
We're not hitting the sound effects.
Dude, you can barely hear him. I'm going to kill the music and just do some soundies. Oh, dude, this one.
So what is it? It's 4-3 right now?
4-3 right now.
4-3. Okay.
All right. So, on to the next one. Avengers Rear End Game. This is a parody released by Vivid Superheroes in 2019. It actually features a 15-minute scene of them assembling in a bedroom. Is that for real or for play?
You're ruining all my favorite things.
That's for real.
Blum?
For real.
Unfortunately, I made that one up.
Ah.
There's got to be an Avengers parody.
There. No, I looked. Oh, AI double checked for me. I didn't look. This is the one that I might have to beep
Still
out.
4-3. Okay.
Still 4-3. This one might require.
Oh,
Did it come back?
Oh, dude, why would you do that to yourself?
I didn't. My body did it.
So this one, I'm probably going to have to bleep out, but I'm going to say it now and edit it later. Goodwill Hunting.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
man.
A 1998 spoof where the genius Jenner is discovered for his physical endurance rather than his math skills. Is this for real or for play? Goodwill Hunting. What do you think?
I think it's Bulb's turn to go first.
I don't know. We're just going to go with for play.
For play? What do you think? Is it for real or for
I'm
play?
gonna go for real.
You are correct. It is a real
Jeez,
movie.
just taking this away, Joe.
For what it's worth, some of the ones that came up were like, how are they not? Well, this
5-3?
5-3. We should end when somebody gets to 6-9. The next one, The Wangover. This came out in 2010. They actually filmed the intro in Vegas at the same hotel as the real movie before security kicked them out.
That's foreplay.
Foreplay?
I'll agree.
Both foreplay? You are correct. I made that in the fact up. Well done, gentlemen. You got one.
So 6-4.
6-4.
All right. You got to go on a run of 5, and I got to mess up.
Someone's, yeah. When we hit close to 6-9 or 6-7, we'll see where it goes. But we got plenty left. The next one, Muffy the Vampire Lair. The movie was a plot point on the sitcom Friends. Phoebe's twin sister Ursula used it as her stage name. For real or for play?
I think it's your turn.
For real.
I think it's for real.
That is for real. Muffy the Vampire Lair is for real.
7-5.
Sorry, I just saw the next one.
Jesus Christ. Nothing's going to beat Goodwill.
I don't know, man. There's
You're
some
gonna
really good ones.
You have to bleep that out too. But
Yeah, well, I will. That's what editing's for.
Goodwill. Beep.
Yeah, there's a lot of beeps on this one. This one's good. The Cream Mile.
no.
This is a 1999 parody of the Tom Hanks movie. The lead actor actually won an award for his tearful performance during the final scene. Is it for play or for real?
I'm going to tell you just because I really hope you did not fucking admit. You're demented. That's for play.
I'm going to go along with that one.
Oh, I made that up. It was for play.
The Cream Mile. It's nothing sacred.
Well, it's that plus it's a movie about all dudes. So like,
Yeah.
Killed him with that ass.
I love this. I love everything about
So
this.
it's 8-6 now, right?
Is it 8-6?
yeah, you were up at 2.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right. Well,
Fuck. Oh, nice.
yeah. All right. So this one, The MILF of Ball Street, a 2014 spoof. They actually rented a yacht for the day to parody the famous throwing money scene from the Leo DiCaprio version. For real or for play?
It's your turn, right?
For real.
For play.
You are correct. I made that up.
Come on, man.
9-6. Hey,
We did make it.
Hey, we did it.
We did make it.
Wow.
I feel like I need a shower after that.
Yeah,
game.
for real.
There were some other ones in there. We'll go over those later. But that game was entertaining. I enjoyed every moment of that. But I think it's time to call
Well,
it
that was a
day.
great way to cap a wonderful episode. Thanks again for joining us.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone the gauntlet of topics. We tried some hot sauce, tried some pickles, talked about fake porn and real porn, and here we are
Yeah.
at the natural ending point. But Blum, I know you had some things you wanted to shout out, some people you wanted to recognize, and we are all about that here. So let her rip.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I want to recognize you guys because I'm pretty sure you hit a milestone this morning.
We did,
Yes.
we did, and we couldn't have done it without you.
You were a
with your
big help in that one.
late night rallying the troops to wake up to see us over a Hyundai. So thank you very much for making that happen. We appreciate it, and I'm speechless. I got nothing else to say on that one.
All right, so your 99th subscriber, got to give him a huge shout out, Billy November. You can find him on Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. He does new music covers every Friday, and so look out for new music that he's going to be doing. Great guy, great acoustic work.
There we go.
Again, Billy November on all social platforms. And West Main. West Main.
phenomenal, dude.
Oh, incredible. Those are some of my closest friends. They make great music, pop punk music. You can find them on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and follow their Instagram at WestMainPA to see what's coming up next for them.
Who knows? Maybe they'll jump on the program, or maybe we'll play some of their music. We'll make that happen because they are phenomenal.
I mean,
listened.
we're
They're
always
good.
looking to collab.
Yeah, they're great guys. They make great music.
We
and,
can take instruments straight into this board that we're going to play around with when his sister comes on, but we can roll a guitar right into this, and they could play live. So
Yeah, and all those guys also follow the YouTube as well.
We appreciate it.
thank you very much.
And then I gotta give a special shout out to my girlfriend Jess for being your 100th.
She
subscriber.
was.
Yes,
The
thank you,
100th
Jess.
subscriber.
Appreciate it so much.
So for that crowning achievement, I will be making you a custom shirt. It'll be coming to you in size small, medium as requested, but I will make something special. I'll make sure that gets to you. And yeah, I mean,
So, with that, I mean, we were thankful to hit that list of subscribers, but we always got to tell them, Alex,
you got to like,
comment, and subscribe.
tell us you love us.
Tell us we suck.
Tell us you really didn't like the porn game or you loved it. Who knows? We'll find out.
Tell us I need to stop being such a puss about the hot sauce, but that was pretty
No,
hot.
that one was bad. Blum, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Mammoth Hot Sauce Co., thanks for giving us hot sauces that tasted delicious before we wrecked our palates with stupid da bomb. Jay, Rommadill Pickles, crush it. Every single thing we ate. I don't think I said Steve. Steve from Mammoth Hot Sauce. Delicious. I want to try that whiz with on a cheesesteak as it was meant to be. But yeah, we'll be back. We got more coming.
Yeah, I think that's as good a point as any to wrap up. So we'll catch you next
We'll
time.
catch you next time. We
Great
did it, guys.
job. Great job, folks.
Look
Thanks
at
again
that.
for having me,
Right on
boys.
time.
Yes.
Altered Judgment.